Shanti. Good evening to those of you here live, and also greetings to those of you joining later on through the YouTube video. Welcome to this chit chat. Shanti. Ambika Ben, I can see that you're here. Are you able to come to the mic? Okay. Hello, Shanti. I
Om
wonder if you
Shanti.
I wonder if you want to start us off with anything.
Um, don't really have much, really. The only thing, that crossed my mind, in the days Murli, I was thinking, and Baba says, with your yoga, you get helped. And I can see that, how that translates with burning of the sanskars, the sins. But I was wondering, the wealth, how does that wealth translate to the knowledge of the cycle? I think that's how Baba put it. He says, when you know this cycle, you become wealthy. Um, I was thinking it can be translated into two things, spiritual wealth, because you have the knowledge, but what about the wealth of golden age? How does this knowing this cycle translate into being wealthy or wealth of golden age?
Yeah, it is an interesting connection. You're right, Baba does make those connections. I think it's a lot to do with how Baba gives us these subtle treasures at confluence age. And then, like you're suggesting, we are actually using that in our karma. So know the knowledge of the cycle. That's affecting how you think, how you speak, what you do, the choices you're making, your choices for usage of body, mind, wealth. All of that is influenced by your knowledge of the cycle. And so the karma choices follow based upon time. For example, one of the things that Baba emphasizes is a contrast between his knowledge and many other Hindu gurus who might also teach that it's the Iron Age, but they would say there's still many centuries left. They might say it's the start of the Iron Age. I've heard one of the famous ones nowadays say that it's still the Copper Age. And so that knowledge of the cycle is making all of us think differently because we are saying that we agree with Baba, it's the end of the Iron Age. We now need to settle up our half cycle and we need to accumulate for the next cycle. So I think it translates because it's getting you to use everything in a worthwhile way. It's framing all of your choices, and that's how you become wealthy. What do you think? Do you want to come back?
I was also thinking that where knowledge is concerned that we have now, um, is the inculcation of the knowledge with our dharana that will go with us to golden age. And in golden age, well, in confluence age, Baba is making us, or is driving us to become self-sovereign. So, and that is what we will have to be in the golden age. And that if I am a self-sovereign, to whatever degree, um, I know when we go back home, we said we become completely pure. But if I'm not a self-sovereign before going back, it means I'm seeing my status being reduced a bit in the golden age. So my prosperity, for want of describing it better, will also be translated at that point in golden age as well. So my inculcation now, where my dharana is concerned, um, is what goes towards the golden age and will also indicate at whichever point my wealth, for one, not wealth in the sense of material desires or anything like that, but wealthy in every aspect, where status is concerned. While it might be true, maids and servants, kings and queens will be completely happy, but there will be a greater or lesser degree of what is available. Now, I don't know if they use the word available because you would have everything of abundance, but you'd be full to your capacity. Yeah, just looking at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So you're using the knowledge, and um, it's almost like this magnetic pull because the knowledge is teaching us virtues as well. And those virtues are going with the soul. There are quite a number of Muralis where Baba talks about Mama in this way, about how she's the goddess Saraswati at the confluence age, the goddess of knowledge, and how she then becomes Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, the goddess of virtues. And so he connects these things in that way that it was both sides. She was using knowledge for herself, but also she was sharing knowledge for others. And Baba says both of those accumulate an income because we're helping others to move forward, we're helping others to move closer to Baba. So Baba always encourages us to share knowledge as well. And so it's this thing of how knowledge goes in the form of virtue as well, because it's like, what is perfect wisdom? In a sense, it's all the virtues, isn't it? It's patience, it's tolerance, it's the power to accommodate, it's sweetness. It's all the results of the morally in the form of the virtues, and that in itself is wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, but it is a really interesting thing to churn about. Now, you said about health. Do you want to just explain what you mean about how it creates?
Yeah. But health is Baba says the more we remember him, the more we burn whatever is negativity within the soul. So once the soul starts becoming clean and purer, I don't know how pure it will be till the end, but as the soul becomes purer, means the energy of the soul is now at a higher level. And that energy is also translated in the energy going into the body as well. And there's two things. You have the karmic accounts of the body with illnesses as well. So Baba has often said that the more we remember him, the more our sins are absolved. I don't like to use the word sins too much, like all the negativity starts becoming clearer. So that if I become cleaner, then that also will affect my body. So the energy of the soul, my soul, yes, energy of Baba's as well come in, because when we do healing meditation, we also bring Baba's energy into the body of to someone who's not well. But my own energy, my soul energy, once it starts becoming more and more elevated, that will translate into the feelings of the body, the health of the body as well. Karmas, yes, we will still have to settle because right now I have a lot of pain in my bones, and I've been battling with that the last few weeks. My ankle in particular, but so I know with the yoga it does help. It does help. So that the more I am clean or I'm cleaning, um, Baba has often said he will help you with the karmas that we have as well. So that's my take on the yoga, the health of the body.
Yes, I think I see it less about now and more about the golden age. So for now, I see that the yoga is there to turn the karmic accounts from a crucifix into a thorn. And what Baba says to us is that the burden is so great that really we should be suffering a lot more. but he gives us this gift, probably as a result of all of the devotion that the Brahmins have done for half a cycle, that he says you've got a chance to clear a lot of your accounts through the power of yoga. Now, because karmic accounts are created in sorrow, when they are settled, they also settle in sorrow. Now, what we can do is not completely remove that sorrow, but we can reduce it. So Baba says you can have such a big reduction that it's like the contrast between a crucifix and a thorn. So that's my understanding of yoga's role now, but I don't think it can necessarily heal in that way. As you say, there's no doubt if the mind has that yoga power and that peacefulness and so on, it's going to help the health of the body. But I don't think it can prevent, I don't think Baba is going down the road of healing the body. But for me, the yoga power is what influences the body of the golden and the silver age. So what Baba says is the BKs who follow the lifestyle of purity, combined with the effort to stay in Baba's remembrance, which purifies the soul, as you've described. The fruit of that is to have these virgin births for half a cycle, which results in a pure deity body being gifted to the soul, a body that never falls ill. It's a palace of the womb, body that never ages, a body that doesn't have untimely death. These seem to be the three main features of the deity body. It never falls ill, never grows old, and never has untimely death. And those are the three siddhis, the spiritual capabilities that the soul develops through the yoga now. And a fourth one would be to be able to create a pure body. So the power to be able, that was what we were reading last week, weren't we, around Krishna's birth. So to have that yoga power so that it's actually gained this siddhi from Baba. And it's such a body that does not fall in. So it's half a cycle where we don't have to battle with that. And then for this half a cycle, as much as the body is a gift, it's also a burden. And so for half a cycle, it becomes, in some births, it's a really big drain and strain on the soul. But generally, it's a very different body to the first half of the cycle. So it is a body that's predisposed to illness, and we begin to have all sorts of genetics filled into that. It's a body that does grow old quite quickly from the age of 30, and so begins to deteriorate. And it's also a body, of course, that is predisposed to untimely death. So it's possibly the biggest difference between the first half of the cycle and the second half of the cycle. Baba was commenting this morning how the golden aged world is undivided because it's not based on violence, it's not based on war. Our borders are symbols of war, really, symbols of conflict. So our world is divided in every way. Um, so this world that we live in is based on war and it's based on marriage. So it's very much lust and anger. These two really are the foundation of the kingdom of Ravan. And so we end up really struggling with these. In contrast, the golden and the silver age, we don't have to worry about any conflict. We don't have to worry about any health issues. And even if we just sit with Baba and think about that, just churn on that, how much of our life is spent caring for the body? And even something like exercise, which, we can really enjoy doing as well. But we know that if we don't exercise, we'll develop more illnesses. And so, to an extent, you're doing the exercise to keep yourself going. And in one Morley Baba says, in the golden age, you won't have any of those types of drills of exercise. But your body is so efficient just by walking, moving around, it gets all the exercise it needs. And so, just to really think about it, Baba uses that term, kaya kalpatru, which is a body that never ages, never degenerates. So again, just to really think about even the molecular structure, the wonder of a body that's not in a consistent stage of decay, not so, but the energy is able to preserve. So how, we have a saying, don't we, in the Iron Age, that youth is wasted on the young. I don't know if you have that saying also in your country. But youth is wasted on the young because by the time we're wise enough, our body doesn't cooperate with what we want to do. But in the golden age, it will. You will still have that youthfulness while you're getting older and wiser as well. So, just really that's my understanding of this blessing of health. So it's like a whole half cycle. Health, wealth, happiness as a blessing. That was Monday's morning. You take the blessing from the Father. So that's my take on it. Did you want to say anything?
Yeah. Automatically for me, once we come from Soul's world, we are coming clean and pure. So automatically the body will be pure without diseases. And it's also the elements will be pure. So there's no influence uh, on the body. Everything will remain pure. And as you say, we reach a age of 75 or so, and we still have perfect health. We live I guess we live in perfect health as well. At 150, we will not have any diseases. But for here, at this time now, at Confluence Age, and because of Baba is saying the yoga power is what also will be needed for the body at this time to help with health. And then you have the influence of this thermopradhan atmosphere, thermopradhan food, everything is thermopradhan at this time. So these are the things that will influence the body. And it is only Baba's energy at this time that can help with the health of the body. So that's all I was seeing in today's Murli. For health for the body is at this time that Baba is helping us with. And the knowledge of cycle is what will translate into wealth as well. And as you rightly say, we use, because we have Baba's knowledge, or we use it now with the powers and virtues, means our life will become, System often tells us that there is something we say is prosperity, which is quite different to being wealthy. So prosperity is always having everything that you need. And that is really what is true wealth. So I didn't see today's Murli. What we do now will influence us going back home and then coming down into golden age, into the first half of the cycle. But it was for more here on the materialistic level, the body and soul relationship. That was what I was seeing in today's movie Baba was pointing to. Yeah.
Well, I think it leads us nicely into the Morley that Ranjan Ben has chosen. She wanted to read a Morley on the combined forms. It's been coming up a lot in the Morleys. So let's hear a bit of that. Uh, Ranjan Ben, over to you.
Okay. Om Shanti, good evening.
Om
Uh,
Shanti.
yes, I thought, this past month or so, Baba has been talking a lot about perfection and combined with Baba in every medium. So I thought this one is good. And today, Thursday, Rukmani Ben brings the Bhog message and also Sashi Ben. And so that was very important. So I'd like to share that but quickly and then we need to finish the Murli. But today Baba said, like it's a blessing, but Baba said Baba gives every child the knowledge equal, but children get careless or, they started weak thoughts and then they don't take enough from Baba. Baba's treasure store is open and is full. And so Baba said that he asked some children go to Baba and take a lot. And Baba said, some just take a cloth bag and which has a hole in it and don't realize. And when they take from Baba, they take a little and then it just runs away because of their weakness and carelessness. So that was the main thing about Baba. Or some just have a handkerchief. And then, of course, they drop everything that Baba gives. Baba wants to give more. Even if children take a little, Baba gives more and more, but they don't have the proper uh, vessel, so to speak. So our vessel is like intellect and, faith in the self and the power. And so this is why Baba is saying that, the time in both, even with Sashiben also, that your intellect should be so clean and clear and take pay attention to yourself because the time and uh, uh, time and natural calamities and the nature in general, and also Maya will, take so much examination of the children. Even the time is good. So this Sangam, this conference time is good to make the most. Baba, every moment, Baba is giving every child lots and lots of blessings, but children are not constant. You should be with Baba constant. Some just get so careless that they don't even remember Baba or Baba's blessing or anything. So there was more, but Baba said, so pay so much attention because this time we pay attention, then the time is also indicating that times are going to be so hard and even the time and Maya are going to take so much hard papers from the children. And this is why Baba wants us to be prepared and have very clean vessel inside, be clean and free from fear and be with Baba all the time. So I thought this is well. Of course, there's more in detail, but this is the main thing. And Baba was pointing out that Baba is equal to everyone. And Baba has been giving ever since he came to this earth. Today's song was Chol Bide Akasyasan and Dharti Par Aja. So leave your abode and of the sky and come down to the earth. And Baba has come and it's over 90 years now. But Baba said ever since he has come, he has given equal to to children. Until now, he's still giving while he's giving. You make the most of it. Otherwise, when the examination comes as in the form of adversity, illnesses, relatives, everything, it will be so fierce. And so Baba was pointing out that be prepared for that. And Baba often says, you need the preparation over a long period of time. Sudden, ever ready, and over a long period of time. Baba reminds us. Anyhow, I better so we can finish by 7 or so, if you can. And the whole Murli. So this is the Murli of 22nd February 1984. 22nd 02 1984. The theme is perfection through the 4 combined form. Today, Bap Dada is looking at the combined forms of all the children. Do all the children know very well about these combined forms? So you have to check yourself. Do you know it very well about this one? Because perfection, we are heading towards perfection now. One is that you highest souls are combined with your last old. So Baba has given you the answer. Last but old but very valuable body. So it is valuable because, so this is our wealth now, because we got Baba, we are able to listen to Murli, etc. So Baba says, look after this body. Don't get trapped in it. Don't have attachment, but look after it. All the highest souls, with the help of their body, are performing the highest acts and experiencing a meeting with Bapdada. So that was in the message as well. Your connection with Baba should be very clean and clear. Swatch. Though the body is old, Baba says, thanks to this last body with the help of which the highest souls are able to get alokik experiences, the old body and soul are combined. So Baba called us highest soul so many times, and even the body. So first combination, combined form is old body and the soul. You don't have to be conscious of your old body, but think you are the master performing your acts through it. The second is an alokik, wonderful combined form, the experience of which can be had only now in the whole kalpa. So you must have guessed which is the next combined form. Yeah, Atma and Supreme Soul. And so the second is an alokik, wonderful combined form, the experience of which can be had only now in the whole kalpa, whole kalpa. It is of you and the Father. This combined form makes one always experience being a soul who is a master, almighty, victorious, destroyer of obstacles for everyone. So this combined form with Baba, while listening, even if you go with Baba, you practice, it accumulates your wealth of knowledge with Baba, and you can inculcate, with if you have full focus. And by listening just with Baba, you just, experience it, Baba says. So, the second is an alokik, wonderful combined form, the experience of which can be had only now in the whole kalpa. It is of you and the Father. This combined form makes one always experience being a soul who is a Master Almighty, victorious, destroyer of obstacles for everyone, as well as a world benefactor through pure feelings, elevated desires, speech, outlook, and action. In that one, so many, Baba says, make a list of your self-respect. So many titles Baba gave us. This combined form makes one an embodiment of solutions to all problems in a second. It makes one a donor and a master bestower of blessings for the self as well as for all others. You have only to be just conscious of this combined form, and you will experience yourself to be an embodiment of success in remembrance and service very easily. So all four subjects are you benefit in if you remain combined with Baba. The method used will be just namesake only, and the achievement gained will be constantly with you. Now, more time is spent in using the method, and the achievement experienced is based on the powers used. But if you remain constantly in your alokik, powerful combined form, you will experience success much more than the method used. That is, the achievement will be much more than the effort made. So this is something to underline and churn on it. Next time we can discuss. Churn on this point now. Embodiment of success means that every act performed will lead to definite success. Let this be a practical experience. So Baba says it's easy, but we, by using methods, we, I think, seem to make it hard. But have a think, listen to that line. The third combined form is of every Brahmin being an angel, Brahmin form, and the final karmatit. In bracket it says, free from bondage of karma. So karmatit stage. So this is the third, remember? I read it again quickly. The third combined form is of every Brahmin being an angel. Brahmin form and the final karmatit, that is free from bondage of karma stage. The experience of this combined form will make one an embodiment of visions in front of the whole world. That's what Baba wants our stage to be and give experiences. The consciousness that I, the Brahmin, am going to become an angel will help you to experience your angelic form away from physical consciousness and make you play the role of a world server, an angel in the subtle regions like Brahma Baba, whilst playing your role in this corporeal world and corporeal body. So Baba says it's as easy as that. If you are with Baba and your awareness of I, the Brahmin, and the Baba gave the commentary and method. I, the Brahmin, am going to become an angel, will help you to experience your angelic form away from physical consciousness and make you play the role of a world server, an angel in the subtle regions like Brahma Baba, so like the Father Brahma, whilst playing your role in this corporeal world and corporeal body. With this subtle consciousness or consciousness of an angel, you will automatically transform your mundane feeling and mundane way of talking, walking, behavior, or sanskars. Therefore, if the consciousness is changed, everything will be changed. Therefore, always bring this subtle consciousness in you. The consciousness is that I am a Brahmin going to become an angel. Now bring that consciousness in a practical form. Baba can't make any easier, can he? Practical form means that which is constant, automatic, and easy. So practical form means that which is constant, automatic, natural, and easy. Practical form means to be always an angel, to remember sometimes and forget sometimes. This type of consciousness is the first stage. But to become the practical form is the highest stage. So the third combined form is of Brahmin and angel. I think this gives you an answer to your wealth, that prosperity and all and highest state in that. The fourth, now I'm sure you know the fourth one. The fourth is the future four-armed Vishnu form. It is the combined form of Lakshmi and Narayan. Because at this time the soul is feeling in itself the sanskars of both Lakshmi and Narayan. You will be sometimes Lakshmi and sometimes Narayan there, won't you? Let your future fruit of such a combined form be always that clear. Today, an angel, and tomorrow, a deity. One moment, an angel, and the next moment, a deity. You know the 5 form of exercise Baba drills teaches us and asks us to practice. So it's 5 forms of that drill will also help. So Baba said one moment and next moment a deity, one moment an angel, and the next moment a deity. My rule is about to come. It is going to be established at any moment. Let these thoughts to be so clear and powerful, because only if such clear and powerful thoughts are emerged, they will bring your kingdom closer. Your emerged thoughts will create the new world. That is, they will change the world. If your thought is merged, then the new world cannot be emerged. So much in that. that our attitude, our total faith in Baba and everything self, and emerged constantly. And then those negative thoughts and all will change and merge. And the new world, and in the new world, that behind the throne of Lakshmi Narayan, there will be the coat of arms of four-armed Vishnuism. Yeah, you know that. And so it's symbol of household symbol. So Pravruti Marg is
Pure family path.
pure family path here. Pravruti Marg is symbol it will be there. Coat of arms our in golden age. On the basis of this thought, which is sorry, excuse me, Brahma as well as in Brahmins, the new world will be revealed on this earth. Baba every New Year says, bring some newness, bring some newness. Dadi was always saying, what is new, what is new? Everybody, when they went to shake hand. So Dadi had this enthusiasm. Brahma Baba too is waiting for you because he has to play the new first role in the new world and has therefore to accompany you, Brahmin children. So Brahma Baba is also waiting. So if you look in the Kalpa groups at the top, Brahma Baba's picture, he's waiting for us, Commander-in-Chief, because we are our Salvation Army, and Commander-in-Chief doesn't go away. He always waits for the army to be ready. And so that is the symbol of Baba waiting for us at the top of the tree. If you look at the Kalpa old picture, that is in Hills History Hall, if you look at that. On the basis of Brahma Baba too is waiting for you because he has to play the new first role in the new world and has therefore to accompany you, Brahmin children. Can just Brahma alone become Sri Krishna? Baba is asking. Baba alone cannot become Krishna. What will he do there all alone? Doesn't he need companions who will study and play with him? This is why Brahma Baba is saying to the Brahmins that they too should become angels, having an angelic form like him, their father, who is also in angelic form now. From an angel stage, you will attain the deity stage. Did you understand? Therefore, aren't you such elevated souls who are experienced in all these combined forms? You will become full and perfect only if you always remain in these combined forms. You will then become Bap Saman and experience easy success in every action. Acha, shall I go on about all the double foreign children? There's one page, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just 5 minutes. I'll read about now. Baba said, Acha. So Baba finished this smoothly for the four. But all the double foreigner children are very eager to have a heart-to-heart conversation or celebrate a meeting with Bapdada. Everyone thinks that he should meet today. But in this corporeal world, everything is to be seen as it is under the sun and moon. But come to the world beyond these, and you can sit there the whole time. Every child is liked by Bapdada on the basis of his speciality. No one should think that this one is liked more and I am liked less. It is not like that. A Maharathi is liked because of his own speciality. But for Bapdada, all are Maharathis or great souls in their own way. It is only because of administrative work having to go on that someone is appointed affectionately. Otherwise, how will the work go on? It is because of the task that each one is given his own place. If all become daddies, how will the work go on? Someone will have to be instrumental, isn't it? In a way, all are daddies, but you call all the senior sisters daddy, didi, don't you? But still, you have all come together and made one soul instrumental, haven't you? You have made, or Baba has made her instrumental. It's the same thing, means Daddy Prakashmani, everybody approves of her. That's why, but otherwise, anyway, I mean, main thing is to be with Baba and nothing, because then in the end, you go with Baba with dignity. So, someone has to become instrumental for the sake of administrative work. But this does not mean that you are not Maharathis. All of you are Maharathis or Mahavir, brave ones. Someone, Baba must have read somebody's thoughts in the gathering, and this is why Baba is clarifying. So Mahavir means brave ones. Maharathis means also brave. Those who can elephant. To be elephant rider, you have to be brave and powerful. No? All those who challenge Maya are Maharathis, aren't they? So yes, we are, because Baba told us that Maya and time and everything will take a very high quality exam paper, very hard. So be prepared. For Bap Dada, the child who takes a 7 days course is also a Maharathi. Baba looks with very high vision. Do you know why? Because only those who understand that they have to elevate their lives take up the course, don't they? Aren't you all Maharathis or Mahavirs who have challenged Maya? Bapdada always reminds the children of one slogan, which is needed for success in administration work. One is to maintain a high stage in the self, and the other is to help in administration work. So in self stage, all are big. No one is small, but in administration, someone has to be instrumental. Therefore, for constant success in administration, remember the slogan, give regard and take regard. So this is the one, give regard and take regard. That is for constant success. To give regard is to take regard. In giving, the taking is included. Regard can never be received on asking for it. Give and take. The method is to give. It is not possible that you give but you not receive. Give it from your heart and not with selfishness. The one who gives regard from his heart also gets it from the heart. If you give it only superficially, then you will also get it only superficially. If you give it with a selfish motive, you will get it with a selfish motive. Therefore, always give it from your heart. This slogan will always help you to be free from obstacles, waste thoughts, and worries. There will not be the thought, what will happen to me? You will be carefree and say that my victory is certain. My work is already done. This is what daddies used to say, Dadi Chandra, hua hi pada hai, work is done. The present and the future elevated fruit of such an elevated soul is fixed. It cannot be changed. No one can take his seat. Therefore, he is carefree. The one whose victory is certain, he is the one who is carefree. This is called to follow the Father and become like him, like him. Then Baba says, Samjha, Sumgjha. Do you understand? In Hindi, it is Samjha. Bap Dada has special love for his double foreigner children. His love is not selfish love, but it comes from the heart. You know the reason why, don't you? You have been told several times before also. Bap Dada had told you about a very old song. I have crossed all the big walls. This is a film, Hindi Bollywood song. Uchi Uchi Divare, Tod Ke Saya. That is a romantic song. It's a filmy song, but Baba makes it into a spiritual. So this is the song that Baba said, I have crossed all the big walls. This is the song of the double foreigners, isn't it? That we double foreigners, had a lot of obstacle, change of culture, religion, Christian, and food and everything. That was a very high, big wall. Their parents and everything was like an obstacle. So haven't you crossed the big seas as well as the high walls of the religions, lands, language, and become the children of the Father? So this song is for you, isn't it? This is why you are loved so much. The Bharatvasis were the worshippers of deities even beforehand. They had not to cross the big walls, but you double foreigners have crossed these high walls, and that you also did quite easily. This is why Bap Dada sings the song of the specialities of the double foreigners' children from his heart, Samja. He does not sing just to please you. Many children entertain themselves by saying that Bap Dada just wants to please everyone. Does Bap Dada praise you just to please you? No. He praises for a reason, not just like that. You can ask yourself, does Bap Dada really mean that? Or is he just trying to please me? What do you think? Haven't you crossed all the high walls and come here? See, after so much labor, you buy a ticket to come here. Means we have to buy a plane tickets, visa, etc. And so Baba appreciates us so much. The moment you return, you start to gather money for the ticket. You save money for the next season ticket. For all the 12 months, you gather it, you save the money. So Bap Dada is very happy on seeing the great love the children have and what methods they use to reach here. Ask those in distant lands how they reach here. Who has made the greatest effort to reach here, to reach Madhuban? Well, everybody experienced this February and March. You all know. Bap Dada hears all the wonderful stories you tell each other about how you reached Madhuban. You reached Madhuban. Don't worry, Baba knows everything. Now Baba is giving us a blessing and we listen and imbibe, and then we finish like a yoga. To all, so Baba is giving blessings to all those who are always in their combined forms, to those who are always in their angelic stage, like the Father, to those who always experience themselves to be successful and through their powerful stage give visions to others, to such carefree children who are always certain of their victory. Baap Dada's Yad, Pyar, and Namaste. And we return Yad, Pyar, and Namaste to Baap Dada. And thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
So the four combined forms. The soul and the body, the soul and the Supreme Soul, the Brahmin and the angel, and then the deity, pure family part. So each of them gives us attainment. Would anyone like to say anything before we stop today?
Just quite shortly, I think I take back the point and when Baba says how valuable this old body is. Yeah, and I have to remember that how important it is at this time, with whatever ache and pains is, that the body at this time is valuable. Om Shanti.
It's an interesting one to churn on, isn't it? That
Yeah, lot,
Shib,
Baba, it was a lot in there.
how Shibaba comes into the body of Brahma, and that becomes the lucky chariot. And then we listen to the knowledge, and our body becomes valuable, isn't it? So it's interesting how the body changes with Shibaba's donation of knowledge. Otherwise, it's just an old body, but it becomes valuable. Brahma Baba was just a person, but Shubaba speaking the morally through that body makes it valuable in a different way. And then we saw with Daddy Gulzar as well. Okay, she was already special, she was a daddy, but she became another level of special because she played that role of Baba's chariot. So how Baba influences the value of our body as well.
Okay.
Let's finish with a few minutes of remembrance.
Date of this Murli, Panjan Ben? The date of the Murli. What was the date of this Murli?
Date, 22nd, let me, yeah, it is 22nd, I'm pretty sure, but I know the page, so I'll be quick.
February 18th.
Yeah, 22nd February, 1984. So it is 22nd February, 1984. So it was about 10 years. Then I think after that, those who was in Baba's Gyan for 10 years, they were celebrating next year. So because most from 44 and Dadi came in 1974 to London, and after that lots got, and so this is 1984, 10 years, and then so after 10 years, some were having some thoughts like Baba, and so anyhow, 22nd February 1984.
On Sunday, Baba gave us that practice, Karavanhar and Karanhar. So that's the first combined form. And then every day, Baba tells us, consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. So that's the second combined form. And then we had a lot of that in January, didn't we? The third one of either Brahmin to become an angel. And so Baba was saying that that also, I think it came in the Morley 1 or 2 months ago, that you have to inculcate the angelic qualities while you're a human in order to become an angel. And then Teddy Jenke said in her message to us that you have to stay in the service of the world with your mind if you want to become an angel. And then I think today what really the new thing that stayed with me is this feeling of the pure family path, that how I will combine with another soul to sustain pure family and the pure family path. So it's not just the purity and the yoga of one soul, but it's the combined of the husband and the wife, their combined purity and combined yoga power that enables that pure birth and then sustains that purity. So I think that hadn't really come across to me quite as clearly as it did hearing this. So it's left me with a feeling. And, I mean, we don't know, and it doesn't really matter, but, we have about 20 soul. I mean, it could be the same soul more than once, but 20 souls that we combine with for this pure family path. So, there must be a very special connection. Maybe Lady Janki used to say there's a similarity in the efforts of the souls. And so, whether someone is Lakshmi and Narayan or whether someone is an ordinary subject, in the Golden Age, it's still pure family path. So there's a level of similarity of effort. So something, I think the four forms of the combined forms are things that give us a lot of attainment. I think that was the message Baba was giving us. So let's finish with a few minutes of remembrance.